How's it going, friend? Wow, your skin looks really clear today. You've been exfoliating? You've been getting a nice little deep cleanse there, starting to show. Look at you. Look at you up. I see the beard hair is getting all nice and big. Keep it up. Today we're checking out a former WWE wrestler exposing WWE secrets. At this point, we gotta do this. We gotta be nosy. You know me, I like to figure out how the magician does their tricks. We're checking out a Maven video, and if you guys like check out the original upload of this content, you know where to find that link. It's at the top of the description. If you want to react to content with us live on Twitch, click the bottom one. You know how that goes. If you're a young one, get the hell out of here. We don't react to content with little ones in mind because I use very strong language. I don't want you getting in trouble. But if you think you can hang with the flock, if you think you can hang with the crows, pull up. Pull up. We're taking all applications. With that being said, let's get right into the video.
What's the secret behind a wrestler getting slammed on a pile of thumbtacks? Is the barbed wire WWE uses real barbed wire? And how does a wrestler spray green mist from their mouth? Hey guys, my name's Maven, and I used to be a WWE wrestler. And in this video, I'm gonna share those secrets and many more.
Yo, I would not have ever expected Maven, of all people on the roster back then, I would not have expected Maven to have such a big presence on YouTube, dude. It's so weird to me, but it's cool, right? Like, what the fuck? What? Maven? Maven? We might have to sit back and watch all of Tough Enough. We might have to go back in time and watch Tough Enough, just because we...
First, let's talk about thumbtacks, and the secret to those, it's right in this bag. When a wrestling match needs to go extreme, these are the thumbtacks that they use. And you want to know what the secret is? Well, there is no secret. These are 100% legit, no bend metal thumbtacks. When they hit your body, that sharp edge is going to penetrate your skin. So, how does a wrestler land on these without risking serious injury? Well, there are a few tricks to the trade. The main one being, in a thumbtack spot, you're going to want to make sure it's done with concrete or any hard surface. There's going to be no give. And not only the force of the bump is going to hurt your back, but it's just going to drive these little suckers deeper and deeper into your skin. The ring provides a slight amount of forgiveness. Second, if your match calls for a thumbtack spot, you're gonna want to take the bump to your back. Trust me, over a broader area, it's gonna disperse the pain way better, and you do not wanna risk these going into your eye or any of the soft tissue into your face. So if you gotta take thumbtacks, make sure you're taking a back bump. And finally, the last secret to taking the thumbtacks is it's actually not as bad as you think. I do remember when Randy Orton had to fall on thumbtacks. He told me after the match, because I was curious. I said, what did the thumbtacks feel like? And he told me not that bad. In fact, he said the worst part about it was the taking them out process. Once he took the bump on the thumbtacks, his whole body took the bump. And when you disperse pain over a larger area, it's just way better than if you take one at a time. But I know you.
Ivanari, what the hell were you doing getting dropped on thumbtacks? What situation did you find yourself in, dude? You know what's really cool? I've actually got a couple of comments from people who are independent wrestlers, or they've been like doing wrestling training. And it's really cool to see their insight on shit like this. It's really, really cool to see their insight on stuff like that. I was like, what? You really be out there getting fucking dropped on your neck and shit? You be taking bumps? That's cool. I don't want to do that, but that's cool that you did that. You're dope. Don't die on me, please. No, the fact that it happened more than once is like, how? We need to keep thumbtacks away from you, dude.
I know exactly what you're saying. Maven, what gives you the qualification to talk about taking a bump on thumbtacks? Well, stick around to the end of the video and you will see me take a bump on these very thumbtacks. Now, this next secret is one I experienced firsthand early in my WWE career, and that is going through the commentary table. Now, for this one, there actually is a secret, and the WWE, they take extensive steps to keep you from seeing it. During my time, whenever they had an announcer or commentary table spot planned later in the event, the production staff would actually jam and shove a crash pad to the back of the table before the guests even came into the arena. And the announcers had to sit the entire show, probably with their legs a little cramped, but they did it, and you would never be none the wiser. That way, when the spot came, when the monitors were removed, when the announcers scattered, it was open season.
Those are like some super duper breakaway ass tables though. Like, I had to sit and put together my desk that I currently have for my PC setup. And I would much rather have one of those WWE big ass foam looking tables put together in like 4 steps, because like sitting and screwing this shit all day is not fun. I don't like it, but I'm not a fan of it. It is kind of relaxing though, like in a weird way. Like I don't like doing it, but I can do it. I'd rather do that than other shit. But yeah, exactly, Minari, exactly. Their tables like fucking foam, like cardboard. It probably is cardboard. Jumping from the top of the house to the trampoline, dude. I'm too scared to even try something like that. My moonsault was glorious on the trampoline though. I stand by that.
For whoever had the ill fate to be slammed on the table, but it's actually, in my opinion, a better and easier bump than one in the ring. The only thing you had to worry about is if something sharp or if maybe there was something left on the table that...
Ah, shit. Randy's had this happen a couple of times, right? Damn. Yeah. Oof. Unlucky.
that might jab you. That was the only thing that you had to worry about. But again, these guys, they're pros. They know when the spot's coming, remove everything from the table. And in fact, the announcers, they'll help in this. While they won't move a monitor, but they might grab anything else on the table just to lessen the risk of any unwanted injury. Now, I know it's different in today's WWE. Technology provides better ways and easier methods of doing things. Rather than having a crash pad shoved under the table the entire show, now they have an inflatable air mattress that they can inflate and deflate whenever they need it. And that provides a better illusion for you, the viewer. Because once the wrestler lands and he's safely on the ground and your attention is somewhere else, they can deflate the bag and the announce table appears to be touching the floor. Next, we're gonna talk about another extreme item, barbed wire. And
why you
like
snitching?
the thumbtacks, this barbed wire is 100% real, but unlike the thumbtacks, there is a bit of a trick to this, and I'm gonna show you. And again, I stress, do not attempt any of this at home. Barbed wire, it's a tough material to handle, and I promise you, it will spring up and catch you if you're not careful. Just let me be the idiot. Okay, here's the secret. Now, barbed wire is a material, a very tough material that's designed with these barbs to keep cattle in a certain location, so you know from the jump. It's a sturdy, tough material that's designed to withstand the elements. So how do people wrestle a barbed wire match without getting their entire body ripped up? Here's the first secret that you hope production takes care of long before you step in this ring. You want to take these barbs and have them nipped off. Simply by nipping off that much of the metal. can help a ton. Now, once your barbs are cut, the barbed wire, although not 100% safe, I'm still not hesitant on grabbing it. I can manipulate it, I can move it, and I'm not even looking at it, but I know there's a far less chance of it cutting me. However, you are
I guess you can afford to like cut as much of the barbs down as you have to, because the camera isn't going to be like zoomed all the way in on the barbed wire, right? So like just a visual of the ship beyond is like, oh my god, they're so extreme, but like yeah, it's probably like super duper safe. Well, at least comparatively to like how it really is. Razor wire, yeah, that's the one that is not shaped like little fence prongs, right? That's the fucking actual ass hooky shits. I'm gonna call them the hooky shits. Hashtag hooky shits. I've seen those before, and I've definitely I've avoided climbing into certain areas that had them, but that's a story for another time. The childhood stories with Cratewraith.
hoping the production staff is not done prepping this for your match. Once the barbs are cut, then you hope they take another tool and fold them. Just an extra added bit of security. I know that risk still exists. I know it's still gonna be a dangerous match, and I know that I'm gonna leave with cuts, but I'm 1,000% safer going into a match with barbed wire like this than like that. And with this spread across a ring, you the fans are none the wiser. Next on the list is unique to my career. I would find myself in a love triangle storyline between myself, Tajiri.
Look at them eyebrows, Maven. Oh, bro got African caterpillars on his forehead. My goodness. Also,
Tajiri and Tori Wilson. And during this storyline, I broke my leg for real. The WWE, wanting to continue the storyline, would have me the following week in a hospital, a real hospital. As Tori and I were advancing our relationship, Tajiri would make an unsurprised, unsolicited, and unwanted visit, drag me out of bed, position my broken leg, in a door jamb, and violently slam it shut. But how did he do this without doing further damage to an already hurt leg? Well, the trick, it's actually a trick on your eyes. The trick would involve a little bit of mathematics, a lot of preparation, and timing and execution. By placing a sturdy, solid block in the jamb of the door, measuring out how much room my leg needed, and just planning and shutting slowly over and over, we finally figured out the place where once Tajiri placed me on the floor, me selling, I had full trust that once he slammed the door, though, right? It was not going to hit my leg in any way. But that's where I would be wrong. When we practiced shutting the door, we never did it too hard. We put my leg where it needed to be. We measured up where the block needed to be in the top, and we just didn't take into account a little bit more force, a little bit more strength in the door slam. And I'm not saying it hurt me anymore, but by the door hitting me and pushing on my already broken leg ever so slightly, it just sent a jolt through my body, but did me no further damage. I mean, hell, I already had a broken leg. They weren't gonna break it anymore. One of the most devastating moments in the WWE is when a wrestler gets hit with a center block. But what is the secret? Let me show you.
Damn.
This is what a WWE replica center block might look like. It is made from a proprietary mix of blended and foam plaster. This makes it 100% safe to use, lightweight, and can look like it's doing damage while doing no damage whatsoever.
That's actually pretty tight. I would not be able to tell the difference from like from like far or on the cameras. Go on though. Very good on. What do you mean you didn't like him hitting him in the calf with a cinder blot? That wasn't cool.
Upon closer inspection, you would have to work as a mason to recognize that this is not the real thing. I mean, it looks the part, but once you pick it up, you realize it's just a fraction of the weight from the real thing. But I know you. I know what you want, and I know what you want to know. Does it hurt or not? Well, I guess that's what I'm here for. Again, the things I do for
like
you,
the rent
YouTube.
is due. I gotta tell all the secrets, man.
I thought it was gonna be a lot more.
Hey, it hurt more than I thought. I'm dead serious. I might gig myself with that. Being a YouTuber. Now, after taking a few shots to the dome with this,
The
it
powder is kind of
honestly hurt a little bit more than I was prepared for. However, I survived. If I was hit with a real piece of cement, I would not. I would be laid out. I would have a concussion, if not dead. So this, although the pain did shock me a tiny bit, I'm 100% safe. This is definitely the way to go if putting together a
The fucking powder on his head is like, it's super distracting. Now I keep looking up there like, got a little bit of ashiness on your head there. Got a little bit of ashiness up there, Maven. Wipe that off your head. Wipe it.
wrestling match that needs a center block or cement. Next, I'm going to show you the secret behind the green mist. For decades, wrestlers have incapacitated their opponents with a quick spray to the face. But what's the secret, and where's the mist come from? While spraying green mist never fit my moveset, I was fortunate enough to be in the WWE with guys like Tajiri, and the green mist was a staple of his character. To temporarily discombobulate and incapacitate the sight of your opponent, you actually only need 3 very simple items. 1, you need a balloon. 2, some regular water. And 3, and the most important thing,
Okay, some of you guys actually did explain this to me. You guys couldn't wait to destroy my childhood. I was like, oh my god, I love the mist spots. I wonder how they do them. Somebody really popped up like, well, actually, did you know? Sometimes they use condoms. I was like, what? Whoa. Yeah, why? Why'd you tell me that? Then come on, man. Look, Will did it too just now. I can't believe you guys, man. Oh my god.
you need food coloring. And it's pretty simple when you think about it. The first thing you're gonna wanna do, just to make it easier, is to go ahead and add some food coloring into your water. And remember, you want this to be green, so put enough. Once you have your green water completely mixed up, then you're going to want to add your balloon. The hardest part about this is actually tying the balloon once you get the water into it. Put the balloon over the top. Just fill it up, about yay. Now that you have your mist capsule made, to be honest with you, that's only part 1. And part 2 is much more difficult. Once your mist capsule is made, now you need to get it to the ring, and you need to get it in your mouth at the right time, undetected, without anyone seeing. And to be honest with you, I and other people, we don't know where Tajiri hit it, and we don't know how he got it in his mouth at the right time. Did he have it in his mouth the whole match? Did he have it in his waistband? Did one of the referees have it? And did he plan ahead and
It's
have
such a
two
cool
in
visual
case
too,
one would
man.
bust open? I have absolutely no idea, even to this day, how Tajiri did it. Now, there is one fun fact that I know to be 100% true. I verified it, and that is sometimes Tajiri wouldn't use a balloon. In fact, he would use a condom, 100%. Exact same process, just
Get out of
different
here, Maven. Yeah.
pre-store purchase. But what does it look like in action? Of course, I'm gonna show you.
Lamire with the dang-a-lang.
Well, now it's time. I said in the beginning I was gonna take a bump on those thumbtacks, and a man's only as good as his
And
word.
Nikki's like, unimpressed.
Okay, I said I was gonna do it. Now I'm paying up. Guys, I'm gonna take a bump on these thumbtacks just for you. And remember, this is for educational, entertainment purposes only. I've said it. Sometimes you just have to embrace the suck.
You gotta stay ready, so you don't gotta get ready. God damn. Oh,
Oh gosh. They got in my ass. They got in my ass.
Yeah.
It's hurting more now than it did when I first took the bump. It's definitely not something that's fun, but I think we have proven thumbtacks in wrestling is the one thing you truly cannot fake. Sometimes you just have to know
Yeah,
something
you
is
can't-
gonna
it's not
suck.
gonna be easy
You have to
forever.
embrace that, and you just gotta go out and do your job. I'm not in the WWE anymore. I'm not wrestling on a big stage anymore, but I do enjoy teaching wrestling fans what the business is like. Now, I'm ready to get these thumbtacks out of me.
yeah, he definitely, he's a man of his word, though. He did take a bump into him. I don't even know how old Maven is, but you don't gotta be doing that, Maven. It's okay. You don't gotta be doing that. I respect it, though. I ain't doing that shit. You ain't gonna find this YouTuber doing it. I ain't doing that. If you guys like to show Maven some support, go ahead and click that top link in the description. He's got a pretty good channel. Don't worry, we're gonna be checking out other channels from wrestlers too. I'm sub Devon, I'm sub to Steve Richards. Like, come on, bro, we got some shit coming up. He'll see some shit. Don't worry. Check out Patreon for bonus content that we will not be uploading to YouTube. Get some more content in your life, right? You like hanging out with Cratewraith. You made it all the way to the end and you didn't subscribe. That's crazy.